Hey guys, so today I'm going to be reviewing these Revlon Illuminance Creme Shadow Quads, and these can be purchased at most drugstores. I've seen them range in price from about $6.50 to about $7.99 or so between $6 and $8 basically, typical Revlon prices. And Revlon does tend to be one of the more expensive drugstore brands. However, at least at CVS and also quite a bit at Rite Aid when I've been there, they do have them for like buy one get one 50% off, sometimes buy one get one free, although I haven't seen that deal in over a year, I think. So I think most drugstores are sort of going more toward buy one get one 50% off as like their biggest sale. So that's okay. I mean, if you get these buy one get one 50% off, like when I bought, I bought these separately, but I bought them at Rite Aid. No, wait, it was these two. Anyway, I bought two of them at Rite Aid for $6.50 each, but then with the buy one get one 50% off, it would be $6.50 for the first one and then $3.25 for the second. So it all averages out to being maybe about $5, a little over, a little under, somewhere around $5. So now on to the second question, are they worth it? I personally don't like them all that much. A lot of them are shimmery, as you can see here. Actually, you can probably see it better through like the outside, the back. A lot of them are shimmery, and I just find that the shimmer sort of tends to make them not hold eyeshadows as well. None of them are really horrible in terms of creasing, but the ones with the shimmer definitely crease or fade before the ones without. So I do have two that don't have any shimmer, and they are in this palette. It's called Not Just Nudes. So this color right here, like the medium brown, and then this like ivory color here, neither of them has any shimmer whatsoever in it. They have a bit of a sheen, but just because they're like wet cream products. So that's what those two look like. And then obviously you can sort of blend them out. However, the other two from this palette, the dark brown and like the medium sort of champagne-y color, they do have shimmer, and you can see these right here. So they are really pretty colors. I also don't find that they work so well. Like, you can't really just use them as a shadow. One thing that I wanted to try, but I just haven't gotten around to trying yet, is wearing them with a base and like with a primer under them, and then put the cream shadow on, and then put some sort of like translucent powder or something. I was thinking that might work, but it also would probably like just dull out the color. And yeah, I do actually find that these, when you're trying to put eyeshadow on over them, they do work a little bit better if you put a primer on. And to me, it's just kind of like, why do I need to put a primer under a base? And I know, like, technically you're supposed to, like, there's a difference between a primer and a base, but for me, I only want to use one, especially when I'm going to school in the morning. I don't want to have to put on like 5 different layers of stuff before I can put on my eyeshadow. So for this, I would say that these two are okay, but I don't think that they're worth the price, especially if you're trying to pay full price for them. Now, I guess I'll just do swatches and show you the other two palettes. So this next palette is called Seashells, and again, two of the colors are matte, these two right here, and you can see them right here on my hand. So there's sort of like a grayish lavender color, and then like a pink color, and they are matte. And then these two over here, especially this one, are pretty shimmery. This one right here, like the second one in, it's not so shimmery, but it still does have that bit of shimmer that makes stuff not quite be so long lasting. And then this last one that I have is called Khaki Suede, and this one has really pretty colors. I haven't actually used the dark green yet. It's not so shimmery as the others. And then this brown is pretty much matte, but these two lighter colors here, there's like a light green and like a light peach. These two colors here are, again, very shimmery. So yeah, that is one of the things that I really don't like about these, is that pretty much with any palette of these that I buy, there are going to be two colors which I can't really use so well, and that just, to me, makes it not worth paying the price for them. I have heard a lot of people rave about them and a lot of people love them, so I don't know if maybe my eyelids are just different. I know that I do have sort of more hooded eyes. Like, my eyes are really deep set and a bit more hooded than most people's. So it could be that that's part of it, like that my eye is sort of hanging over itself more than a normal person's eye would, and therefore it's creasing faster or to a greater extent than a normal person's eye would. But for me, I personally do not think that these are worth buying. If you want to try them, go ahead, maybe pick up a couple. With everything, stuff like this, I generally recommend picking up a couple of them, especially if they're on sale, especially if you find them like buy one get one free, but I don't think you will really. But I do think that the colors that work are really nice, and they are nice for, like, you know how a lot of people use the NYX Jumbo Pencil in Milk to sort of provide a base for bright colors? I feel like the more matte ones of this have that same effect without being really white. Like, I find, at least for me, I think it looks strange when I'm wearing the Milk pencil underneath like a neutral shadow. So I think that some of these, especially the Seashells palette, these two colors right here, those work really well for that. Basically, what I'm trying to say here is that if you have a primer that works well for you, I personally would not suggest like trying to change to this to see if this is better. Of course you can if you want, and a lot of people do think that drugstore things are inexpensive. So if you want, you can obviously try these. I think that they're at least decent products, and they are a bit overpriced, but so is most of Revlon's stuff. So I think that these are decent products, but just be aware that it's not going to be some like miracle thing that makes your eyeshadows stay on all day. Mostly what I would suggest using them for, like I said, is to use the more matte shades with neutral eyeshadow looks that, you know, you want to make the colors stand out, and you want to just have a bit of a base under there to really bring out the colors, but you don't want it to be like a colored base or anything. And they do also have brighter colors of this, but since I very rarely do bright looks, and when I do I just use my NYX Milk pencil, I figured I would just stick to more neutral shades. So overall, my rating for these would be like a 6 to 7 out of 10. I just don't find myself reaching for them all that much. I only use them when I'm planning to use them. If I'm just doing my eyeshadow really quickly in the morning before school, I'll just reach for my e.l.f. $1 primer, and that's my go-to. So I don't think that these are a must-have. I definitely would not say that I recommend that you all go out and try them, but if you do want to try them, I'm not going to say that they're horrible. If you want to try them out, but just be prepared for them not to be some super impressive miracle product. So I hope that you guys have enjoyed this review and found it helpful. Please subscribe if you liked it and want to see more, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.